How's it going, Bam?
Age. Don't talk to me about age. Let's go. Watch.
Bam, talking about the obviously summer coming off of a series like against Cleveland, a humbling experience. You got a clear head, clear season. What was sort of how was your summer like? And again, going into the season, especially with Tyler out, kind of the short term. What's the mindset sort of like?
I'd say getting off to a great training camp. You know, we still got some time till the first regular season game, but you know, I feel like everybody's in a great headspace. Everybody's healthy. I had a great time off, enjoyed my time, and it's time to get back to work.
You played a role in presenting a trophy a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Can you sort of take us through what that meant to you?
Special moment for a special person. To see somebody be the Mount Everest when you come to, you know, their Mount Rushmores and their sport is something that you can't take for granted. So being able to get somebody's flowers while they're still here to smell them, that was a special moment for me and obviously everybody involved.
Spo talked earlier about your growth as a mentor and leader on the team. Is that still something that you're trying to develop, and how do you see how you've evolved over the last few seasons?
Yeah, the thing about leadership, man, is it's crazy that I'm going into year 9. What you for, man? Fact. You know, leadership is always something new that's going to get added to it. It's always either it's a new teammate, new coach. You know, reinvent yourself and trying to get in line with everybody's wavelength. So leadership to me, it's always something new to it. That's why I enjoy it. You know, I enjoy being part of that. Those people that people look up to or seek advice from, because it helps you grow at the end of the day.
Bam, on the court itself, ESPN just had you as 21st in the league. I'm curious what you thought of that, but also in terms of your game on offense, we talk about this every year. You used to say 15 shots a game or something along those lines. With Tyler out and considering, you know, your increased production over the last 2 months of the season last year, how do you think you can build on it, and how do you want to build on it?
Being consistent. Like you said, the last two months was like a high for me, considering the beginning of the year was very shaky. But just trying to ride that wave, you know, stay consistent, you know, be somebody that my team can depend on all year.
Bam, you've been a young big coached by Eric Spoelstra before. How do you feel like Khalil has kind of responded to Spo's challenge, and what do you guys as a duo, you and Khalil, need to maybe improve on better to be a reliable long-term front court pairing?
I'm hard on Khalil, and you know, he probably looks at me like I'm crazy sometimes. Y'all don't see it, but yelling and screaming in the gym and, you know, being somebody that wants more from him because he has so much potential in the world. And also, I was raised under UD, so some of this is just you get grandfathered into. But I feel like he accepts the challenge from Spo head on. You know, he doesn't run from it, doesn't shy away, and that's what we want. You know, we want him to take challenges head on, and if he doesn't get it, you know, it's one of those things where he's still, the next day he's right back at it. The next day he's trying to get back at it. The next day he's trying to beat that challenge.
Bam. Hope you had a good summer, but
man, no, take your time.
Oh no, you're fine. Thank you. I appreciate that.
You that's all good, man. Seniority, man.
Speaking of seniority, you're, you know, one of the veterans on the team, and at this point, you've talked about growth, leadership. For you, how do you keep evolving yourself to be, you know, someone who can impact winning different ways?
obviously that's being able to expand the floor. Just think of things 2 times faster, making plays 2 times faster, being able to talk people into their right spots. Being able to have control over 15 guys to where you can't get all of us in sync. There's many ways to my way of growth, other than just offensively, obviously, but being able to impact both sides of the court.
Bam, during Game 3 of Fever Aces, Holly reported that you have helped Asia get better with her footwork. How has she helped you get better?
Man, somebody got to guard that shit. Man, just to have somebody that you can actually talk to from a different perspective. From a different perspective, different lens. Obviously, different coaching. So for me, man, it's just being able to watch somebody that great and ask questions after the game. I feel like that's the biggest way she's helped me, by just allowing me to ask questions and giving me honest answers.
Last question.
You said after the playoff loss that you envisioned some changes to be coming to the team that came in the form of Norman Powell and what he's going to bring. Can you just kind of talk about that, especially that maybe uptick in production because Tyler's going to be out for a little bit?
Yeah. Obviously, we know Norman brings the scoring, but he brings a new level of energy, different level of energy. Obviously he's coming in with a chip on his shoulder, so you like guys like that where they got something to prove for themselves, and probably a lot of people out there to Norman Powell himself. Thank you. All right. Yep. Speaking of which, here's Norman Powell.